Hey guys, it's Charmaine here from blackcurrantskincare.com, and it's time to take your crown back. Now, I know my voice, something's going on with my voice, but don't pay attention to my voice, pay attention to this message right quick, because my voice couldn't wait, okay? I had to get that message. What you talking about? What you talking about? Huh? What are you talking about?
She talking about me, isn't it?
What are you trying to tell me? No? I was trying to say something to me. But y'all, we're going to use our throat chakra today, and we're going to talk about how everything just works miraculously for the way it's supposed to work out. So y'all know I moved into this house about 2 years ago. Almost 3 years. And I'm doing some renovations, So I noticed that there is a lot of stuff. First of all, we got a pear tree. We got a banana tree. We got a maple tree out in the front that's got sap coming out that has excellent medicinal properties. But more than that, some stuff has been going on lately, and I'm doing renovations, and I'm digging up the dirt and stuff. Well, I think I'm digging up the dirt, and look what I have come upon. For those who don't know, I thought it was onion at first, because it smelled like onion. It's actually elephant garlic. Hopefully it's elephant garlic, because what the research that I saw, and we have a lot of it. This is how much I pulled up. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's probably like 20 something. And the reason why this is such a wonderful thing is because garlic has great medicinal properties, and it's growing right here on my property. All right, y'all, so like I said, we got the garlic plant. Now, I took some notes, okay, because I want to make sure that I, for one, planted that right, and I'm going to show y'all how to do that, because these are basically the bulbs, and what we're doing is uprooting this because it was in the front near the mailbox, and we're going to put it over here in our beautiful beginner's vegetable and medicinal medicine garden. Ta-da! Not only do we have one, but we have three, okay? So, my husband actually built those for me out of oak wood. And oak wood is excellent. Untreated oak wood, by the way, is excellent for longevity and for growing the vegetables in your vegetable garden. Because guess what kind of vegetable garden we're growing? An organic one. Yeah, so in organic, that means organic seeds. We got some seeds coming in from Medicinal Seeds, I think it is .com. I'll link everything. And then we also have stuff that's already planted here on our property, right here, okay? So I took some notes, y'all, because this is some important information. Yes, it's very important. You know why? Because this is going to help save and change not just my life, but your life, and your family's life, and your family, and your family. Because guess what? This information that I'm telling you, you're going to teach this to your children and your children's children and your grandchildren. Yeah, that's what we're going to do here. Okay, so first of all, garlic helps naturally treat heart disease, cancer, infection. And like I said, I took some notes because I'm not playing with y'all, okay? I'm not playing. It also was used in ancient times to treat asthma, tumors, intestinal worms, lower blood and cholesterol, and it was anti-inflammatory. Also helped with respiratory disorders. Y'all, it's hot out here today. Ooh, Jesus Christ. So it also helped with respiratory disorders. It has been shown in studies. You know them studies that they usually don't like to do because they don't want people to know the truth? Yeah, so it was recently shown in studies, actually previous studies, that it lowered your blood pressure or cholesterol by 10%, and blood pressure by 3%, okay? Naturally, just by eating garlic. Now, y'all know, us black folk, we love some garlic. Like, I don't know what they talking about with these vampires. Ain't no vampires. This is healing, okay? You better put some garlic in your food and be on a plant-based diet and get your life, okay? So You can also take, because they did another study. So if you, let's start with this. If you take 50 to 1,500 milligrams of garlic a day, you're going to reduce your risk of heart disease. You're going to reduce your risk of cholesterol and high blood pressure. And a recent study has also found that people who took garlic for a year, hold on, because we're going to get this. It was 55 people. This was a smaller study. 55 people who had possible metabolic syndrome. Now, that usually starts with like symptoms of that. You'll have like a fat belly or high blood pressure. That's like the beginning of this stuff for the high risk or cardiovascular issues, okay? Like the clogging of the arteries. So those people, 55, who took it for, what did they say, a year, it slowed, let me read this, because this is, it slowed the risk, okay, heart disease. Those who took daily garlic supplement for a year had slower plaque buildup. Let me repeat that. Slower plaque buildup from coronary artery disease than those who took a placebo. So, do you know what that means, y'all? The number one killer, especially among African American women, is heart disease. So if you just take a daily supplement of garlic or eat garlic that you growing in your garden, because that's what you about to do. You about to be growing it in your garden too. If you just eat that every day, you are slowing down plaque buildup in your arteries, the thing that causes the heart attacks that's out there now. And don't let it fool you. Don't let the weight fool you. You could be skinny as hell, but you could still have a heart attack. You know why? Because of plaque buildup. Let's look at YouTuber Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace. But he was small, but he died of a heart attack. And someone was saying like he used to drink Red Bulls and stuff all the time. And as you know, sugar definitely is not something that you want to be taking every day when you have heart issues. Okay? So,
That brings your pressure up.
yeah, it brings your blood pressure up, and it also is not good. Yeah, and look, heart attack. And he had a heart attack. And it's also not good, too, for your arteries. Sugar is not good for your arteries. All right, let me hurry up, because I'm so hot. It's so hot out here. So basically, y'all, garlic is good for you, and eat the garlic, okay? So it stops the plaque buildup, number one. It also helps with varicose veins, if you have the veins. If you have the cramps, garlic is your friend, okay? Now, let me say this, because I done got some more stuff as I'm doing this research. And you know, okay, so I know that, come on, Bumblebee, you've been messing with me all day. I know that anything like the medicine for pharmaceutical companies, anything that's out here in pharmaceutical companies that they use to treat people for diseases, there is, and I repeat, there is, hold on, that Bumblebee messing with my baby. Sorry. I'm about to get beat down. There is a plant that was grown from the earth, that they use to make these medicines. And then all they do is go out there and sell it to you. For example, while I'm trying not to get too ahead of myself, Lord Jesus, don't let me get too ahead of myself, because I got to say this, because I took down a lot of notes. All right, so let me just say this too. They said if you eat 2 pieces of hot dogs or 2 pieces of bacon daily alone, that increases your risk of a heart attack. Just 2 pieces of bacon daily. Wasn't that on the pyramid at one point where you can eat bacon safely? But anyway, So, I wanted to do some further research about this. Like I said, y'all, I started to dig deeper, okay? And I'm like, I know it's a plant out there. That helps with this. So I was like, who is the owner of Warfarin? Warfarin, okay, if y'all don't know, for those who don't know, is like the number one heart attack blood thinner medicine out here, right? Now, so I did some research on Warfarin, because I'm like, I want to know how much these people made off the fact that they're telling people to take this if they have high blood pressure, etc. So I did research. Come to find out, in 1935, this is where, let me tell you where warfarin originated, okay? And you guessed it, it's a natural plant. It's something natural, okay? It's natural. That's where they got the idea to create warfarin. The metabolic component, the main metabolic component to make up warfarin was created through a plant. But y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. I'm sorry, y'all. This bumblebee, I'm about to beat it down. All right, y'all, I had to pick a more peaceful location because I'm not going to be fighting back and forth with this goddamn bumblebees and I ain't going to be able to say my story. So anyway, in 1953, so they went for that. And I'm sorry, 1935, they were in Wisconsin. They were having issues with cattle bleeding. Ash, now I done come in here. You going to interrupt the video too? Be quiet. Sorry. In 1935, they had a problem in Wisconsin with cattle bleeding to death. Okay? So this man named, what the hell was this man named? Farmer Ed Carlson out of Deer Park. What the fuck is going on? Yo, I don't think they want me to get this message out. That's gotta be what it is. I'm sorry. That's gotta be what it is, but it's getting out. Ed Carlson in 1935 took a sample of his hay and his cattle's uncoagulated blood and mold to the University of Wisconsin to figure out, listen, my cattle's dying. Can you please test this hay and figure out what the hell is going on? So they did. And what they found out was that there was a chemical in the hay, or the biochemist, Clark Paul Link, found a chemical in the hay that basically, which is what they call warfarin now. He derived that from the sample, and he found out that that chemical is a blood thinner, but it was to the max because they marketed it as first as rat poison, and then from rat poisoning they did more research because they knew they had something on their hands there. In 1954, basically warfarin was marketed for medicinal purposes to prevent blood clots, and the compound remedies, aka warfarin, was prescribed. Now, with that being said, I said, okay, so they took this sample from the hay, right? I was reading an article. They were trying to say that what makes up warfarin was the mold, not just the compound that was found in the hay, which is what they call it now, which is, so the compound coumarin, which is found in the hay, which is officially called sweet clover hay, was a natural substance that helped thin the blood for people who had issues with blood clots and stuff like that, right? So they tried to say later that that compound wasn't even what was helping them in getting the whole makeup of the warfarin, but it was. Like, come on, who y'all fooling? Because now warfarin, the owners of warfarin, what is it? Is it Pfizer or BMS, something like that? But BMS, I think, owns warfarin, but Pfizer also owns these type of pills as well, similar to warfarin. But they basically have a whole field that they're growing of this hay that they're using to make the medicine warfarin. So don't tell me that, excuse me, y'all, the compound coumarin derived from the sweet clover, okay, the hay that they use in the sweet clover, is not used to treat heart disease and illness. So I did some more research because they're not going to tell you. They don't want you to tell this. So if you search on Google, it's going to say that it's dangerous, can be toxic, all this, blah, 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 blah. But if you search on DuckDuckGo, because that's where I do my searches at, because they're going to tell the truth, just scroll on down. You'll find a lot of truth on DuckDuckGo, and they don't track your search history. So that plant, the sweet clover, okay, that helps with chronic vein syndrome. It also helps with leg pain. It helps with night cramps, like when you have the night leg cramps, itchiness, And it also helps with fluid retention. And I heard without having to lose your hair. Because I definitely have clients who had consultations who has lost hair while taking Warfarin. Okay? So this is something that can naturally work for you. Now, by all means, talk to your doctor. I would definitely recommend you talk to a herbal doctor, because what they're going to do is they're going to tell you the herbal or just Chinese medicine, or they're going to tell you the natural plants and stuff that you can take to fix any issue. Okay? And that's what we're going to be talking about here. So the sweet clover, you can buy, first of all, Warfarin, the company like Pfizer and BMS that owns Warfarin and pills like it, this is a $10 billion a year industry. They're making $10 billion, okay, a year on this pill, giving it to people. Because guess what? Like over 3 million people are diagnosed with heart disease in the U.S., okay? With that being said, you can buy organic GMO, non-GMO, sweet clover seeds for like $7.99 to $20, depending on how many you get, and you can grow it in the garden yourself. And do your research. The reason why I believe they say don't take sweet clover with any of your blood pressure medications, because it naturally lowers the blood pressure, and it also like is a natural blood thinner. So that's why you can't take Warfarin with it. That'll be too much. You're like double dosing yourself. It's like you got the Warfarin with that additional chemicals, and then you got the sweet clover with no chemicals. Which one you want to choose? But anyway, like I said, talk to a doctor about it. Do your research first. Do not take any of this stuff while you're on this medication. But if I was you, I would find out natural ways that you can heal yourself through herbs. But that's just my opinion, and if you on my channel, then that's probably your opinion too. But I'm saying this to say, you guys, it's amazing how me going from the garlic and growing the garlic to doing more research about the garlic and ending up with information about sweet clover. And I'm still trying to figure out how I even got there. Oh, because garlic is an essential point of the plant-based diet, yes. So I don't even know how I got there, y'all, but it's a reason for that. It's a reason for that. The other medicines they say you can't take with the blood thinner medicine, like if you're on Warfarin or something like that, is green tea, ginkgo, ginseng, and hawthorn. Because these also naturally lower your blood pressure, and also is natural blood thinners. Also, the sweet clover is a natural diuretic as well. So I'm just saying, y'all, just think about stuff. Why are they hiding this information? Why do they not just tell you to take the sweet clover or take this to heal the blood thinner information? Like, I don't. Why? You know why? Because $10 billion. That's why. But the crazy thing with that, with the Warfarin, I've been hearing some crazy stuff about that. If you take Warfarin, comment below if you had any crazy side effects or if it has helped you. But yeah, I'm here to put out information on how to heal yourself naturally with herbs. So yeah, we're just going to put that out there like that. So guys, please bear with me as I am doing these videos. I know I'm not pronouncing all the words right. You ain't got to say it in the comments. I already know. I got to get used to saying these words because I ain't used to saying these words. And can you be mad at me? No, because it ain't like they told us anyway. This stuff that you got to freaking search and find. Okay? So yeah. But anyway, y'all, I will put the names of everything I said pop up on the screen. You'll see, and I'll put information in the description box, and also in the comments. I'll pin the comment. But yeah, coming to you with that new information. And yeah, we're gonna keep coming with the information. I wanted to show y'all me planting the garlic, but these freaking bees are bothering the hell out of me. Probably because I probably got some sweet clover out there and I don't need no of it. I'm still figuring out what I got in my garden because I got a lot of stuff out there. Like I said, I got a maple tree in the front. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna keep rambling if I don't shut up now. But comment below if you tried Warfarin before, if you have high blood pressure, deep vein thrombosis, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, now I know the correlation because people who was possibly had metabolic syndrome, when they took garlic, it lowered their risk of plaque buildup. And sweet clover is a natural blood thinner, so that's how it correlates because that also helps with plaque buildup. So that's how it correlated. That's how I ended up from garlic to sweet clover. But then y'all got, you got two bang for your buck. So yeah. Okay. Bye.